especially when Jackie Robinson came into the league, people were not nice. And this starts telling the changing of times. We have Larry Doby, Jackie Robinson, Mr. Buck O'Neill, and there's Hilton Smith. I remember him from the MLB The Show too. Shows you can learn something from a video game, which they actually go into quite detail about these players on that game and what they did with their lives. I'm just trying to take this all in because there's quite a few things here. So much. And this is talks about for the first African Americans in pro football. And then a new era, Jackie Robinson hits homer in league debut. If you guys want to check out a cool movie, check out the Jackie Robinson story. He actually plays himself. And I remember watching that movie with my dad when I was a kid, and it was so good. And the 42 with Chadwick Boseman, that was a great movie. And this talks about the first African Americans in other sports too. Looks like Jackie did a lot of football, baseball, and basketball. Willie O'Ree, the NHL's first black player in 1958. See, this one might be cool to read. Famous black baseball's first. Let's see. Jackie Robinson is the first black player to sign a formal major league contract with the Montreal Worlds. He plays his first major league game as a Brooklyn Dodger in 1947. There's quite a bit of things here to read. Buck O'Neill is the first Major League black baseball coach to sign with the Chicago Cubs. And then there's women of baseball. Okay. See, Toni Stone, Connie Morgan. The Negro Leagues not only helped break Major League Baseball's color barriers, but it also broke gender barriers when the three talented women, I want to say Mammy, Peanut Johnson, Connie Morgan, and Toni Stone took the field with the men in the 1950s. Stone led the way when she signed as an infielder with the Indianapolis Clowns to fill the roster spot of Hank Aaron after he joined the Boston Braves. Stone was soon joined by Johnson, a diminutive 5'3" pitcher with a strong right arm. Johnson compiled a 33-8 record in her 3 seasons with the team. In 1954, the Clowns signed Morgan to replace Stone after she was traded to the Kansas City Monarchs. Wow, I remember A League of Their Own and the stories behind that movie. I like how they're introducing that into the MLB The Show game too. You can actually have female players, which is cool. I think some of them could actually throw harder than a guy. And I'm not even lying. Jenny Finch, oh my god, have you ever seen her throw? Whew. I'm not sure whose jerseys these are. Poncho? Let's see. Does not say. These are genuine Negro League jerseys. Okay, let's see. I cannot read the name on it and make it out. But apparently this is his Tigres. Is that a misprint? Here's Toni Stone. Mammy Johnson. Replica 1945 Kansas City Monarchs road jersey from the film 2013. Actor Chadwick Boseman wore this costume in the film 42. He presented it to the Negro League Baseball Museum at a Kansas City red carpet film premiere. Wow, so Chadwick Boseman wore this in the movie 43. That is awesome. Black Panther wore this. And there's a poster for the movie. Great movie. I highly suggest it. It's one of his best. Like, it's probably my favorite besides Black Panther. And here's a 50th anniversary Jackie Robinson patch. Jersey right here is actually really, really cool. If anybody's a Yankee fan, you know who wore this. Who's the last person to wear it. And that's the Sandman himself, Mariano Rivera. Probably one of the greatest closers of my time. Like, that dude was lights out. That's cool. I'm actually next to him, Mariano Rivera. And he was the last person actually able to wear 42. Wow. Right there, that's an actual ball autographed by Jackie Robinson. Jim Gilliam, Joe Black, Roy Campanella, and Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb signed that ball? There's Josh Gibson. There's Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige.
The players play ball. The umpires arbitrate.
Says, for years, Satchel Paige was Negro League's biggest star, but his age was cited as the primary reason he would not selected to break Major League Baseball's color barrier. Instead, it was his younger Kansas City teammate, Jackie Robinson, who would take that on that enormous challenge when he joined the Brooklyn Dodgers on April 15, 1947. Satchel would get his opportunity a year later when he joined the Larry W. with the Cleveland Indians. The two Negro League stars helped Cleveland win the 1948 World Series. Which is weird because at the age of 59, Satchel Paige played one game in the MLB and he pitched 3 shutout innings at 59. Satchel Paige was carved from a different stone because, man, he was a different type of pitcher. Jackie, and there's some old school baseball cards. Frank Barnes of the White Sox. Al Smith. Let's see who else is in here. Pumpsy Green. Ooh. And Henry Aaron. Which is Hank Aaron. And this bat right here, it says this is a John Kennedy bat. John Irvin Kennedy played infield for the Black Barons. Oh, okay, I misunderstood it. This was a player. I thought it was President Kennedy. That was my bad. And the catcher's mitt was attributed to Roy Campanella. Pitcher Don Troy was a teammate of Roy Campanella on the Baltimore Elite Giants. And that's that right there. Can't see it very good. Where's that glove? Oh my god, that's awesome. I can't wait to see that. Alright. Let's see. That is a Willie Mays signed baseball right there. Right there. And there's a Willie Mays Giants card. And this baseball mitt right here is signed by Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks. And it even says Mr. Cub on his glove. That was a game used glove by Ernie Banks. He played from the Monarchs from 50 to 53. And you can actually see him right here. That's Buck O'Neil, and that's Ernie Banks. And Buck O'Neil is the one who actually signed Ernie Banks to the Chicago Cubs. Wow, that's awesome. There's Bob Wilson. And there is Hank Aaron and Ernie Banks. These are the first African American and Afro-Latino players to debut for their respective major league teams. Let's see, we got Pumpsy Green, John Kennedy, whose bat's over there in the case, Elston Howard, Carlos Palma. Minioso. He's a White Sox. I remember reading about him. Well, I know about him from Chicago. And there he is. Mr. Cub himself, the great Ernie Banks. Probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Chicago Cub that ever played. He was always known for saying, "Let's play too." He loved baseball. And he was a great player. He was nicknamed Mr. Cub after batting .275 with 19 home runs in 54. He set a shortstop record by hitting 44 home runs in 55. Wow. Jackie Robinson was Banks' inspiration. "Jackie Robinson impacted my life tremendously," he said, "so much so that I wanted to be like Jackie." Banks concluded his 19th season Major League career as a 14-time All-Star, a 2-time National League MVP, a home run and RBI leader, and a Gold Glove Award winner. He was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1977 and named to the MLB's All-Century Team in 1999. President Obama presented Banks with a Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013. I bet Obama didn't like doing that because he's a White Sox fan, not a Cubs fan. It's kind of weird in Chicago. You can't like both teams. You have to pick one. You can't like both the Cubs or the Sox, because if not, you get made fun of. Let me jersey this is 30. I'm not sure whose jersey that is. Is that Buck O'Neil? And these are just jerseys that the players themselves wore, I think. Some of them might have to be. Here's Rube Foster's Chicago jersey. Man, I'm glad I came here because I found out more, because he got committed, I guess, after almost dying from some sort of psychiatric thing, and he was taken to the mental hospital in the town that I was born, in Kankakee. It was Shapiro Mental Hospital. And he was a Negro League legend, for sure, and I loved reading about him, and that's so glad I came here to find that out. I mean, it's not a good thing that happened, but it's a piece of history that, I find intriguing. That, some of the light is in here is, I'm not sure how good my camera is going to do. Yeah, there is a ton of jerseys in here. And here's actually one of the ladies' jerseys from the ladies that actually played pro ball. You can see because there's her little hat. I wouldn't say little. You got her pearls, her scarf, and her purse. And that is Effa L. Manley. She was a tireless crusader in the civil rights movement who earned the respect of her players and fellow owners. She's someone I need to look up and read more about. I bet she has a really good story. I don't know if my camera will pick this up, but this right here was Satchel Pages. That's his hat, a signed ball, a Kansas City Monarchs jersey, his biography, a Satchel. Again, the lighting's kind of bad in here, guys. I apologize. It's not a bobblehead. That's just and I think it's another signed ball. But we will have more info on Satchel Paige coming up, for sure. Am I reading that right? He has a really intriguing nickname, and I swear I was reading that wrong, but yeah, I might have to edit that out. I didn't expect that. And this is Hilton Smith's. Now, he wasn't. Never mind. Hilton Smith, yeah, he played for the Monarchs. I remember reading about him. Him and Satchel Paige they had to have been a dominant two pitchers. Oh, this is my first time seeing a Gold Glove Award up on. This is for Willie Wells of the Negro Leagues, honoring his selection as the finest infield. And this is Newt Allen, Oscar Charleston, Buck Leonard. Some of these names I can't read on there because of the way they are. Wow, it's cool though. And Ray Dandridge. Oh, that is a Buck O'Neil, actual worn Chicago Cubs jersey. There's the man himself, Buck O'Neil. Yeah, Buck O'Neil, I mean, statistically, his major league statistics, they're okay. They're not bad. What he was known for was being a really good scout. He had an eye for talent. And he got us Cubs some pretty good players. Ernie Banks for number 1. He drafted us Lou Brock, who actually went on to become a Cardinals legend. And he got us Joe Carter. And he was something else. There's so much to know about his life. And when I was reading it, like, it was overwhelming. Oh. And if you look right here, this is the highest award a civilian can get. And this is the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which President, I think Obama gave to him. No, it was George Bush. If I remember right. But that is it right there. The highest award a civilian can get, the Presidential Medal of Honor. Medal of Freedom. Presidential Medal of Freedom, sorry. And there, that is his Outstanding Civic Achievement Award. There's some really neat stuff in this case. And there's his Gold Glove. I mean, it's just like a baseball field in here, which makes sense. And so you have cool Papa Bell. You have Judy Johnson. Wow, and the patina of those walls just looks like it's from the stadium, and it could be. And see, we have Oscar Charleston. Then you have the great Willie Mays, which he's number 1, the best outfielder ever. Then probably number 2 would be Griffey, and then 3 would be Mickey Mantle. There's this great Jackie Robinson and Josh Gibson. And of course, on the pitching mound, you got the great Satchel Paige. And I'm almost wondering who at the plate That's who I think it is. I wonder if it's Jackie Robinson. Let's go over here. Nope, maybe not. Nope. Somebody else. Martin DeHigo. Catcher Bob Motley. Oh no, he was a ump. But he was a Negro League ump, and this is what he wore. This is the original state historic marker 65-1, is now on permanent loan to the Negro League Baseball Museum from the Georgia Historical Society. This monument memorializes the birthplace of Jackie Robinson. Wow. Look at that. Robinson was born here on, this is actual real, you can tell there's wear on it. Robinson was born here on January 31st, 1919, before he and his family moved to California in 1920. After attending UCLA, serving in the U.S. Army, and playing in the Negro American Baseball and International Leagues, Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947, breaking Major League Baseball's color barrier. Adding to his many sports and accomplishments, he served as a special assistant to the New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller, established the first African-American modern bank, Freedom National Bank, and provided housing for the underprivileged through his construction firm. Robinson died in 1972. The house burned in 1996. And it looks like people, if you guys can see, I don't know if it's somebody shooting at that. That's ridiculous if that's what that is. That's stupid. I don't know what these are. It looks like from a statue that was broken off. But yeah, that's actually from the state of Georgia.